Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the first video in our series of our sign carving trailer rebuild. So we got big plans for this thing, so stick around and you'll see. Good.
Alright guys, so here's the deal. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I made this trailer to carve on site for different areas where I live in California. But, I'll be honest, all the years I've been in construction, I'm not really known for taking my time. It's more about hurry up and get it done. Dad can attest to that. So there's some things we need to fix on it.
I brought it from California, and in that process, it's about 600 miles. In that process, I realized this thing didn't tow that well. Had some fishtailing going on, and it just wasn't. At about 55, 60 miles an hour, we had some issues, made me a little bit nervous. So we knew that was the very first thing we had to address and get fixed. Otherwise, it just didn't make sense to do the rest. So what we decided to do is get one of these Reese friction control arms, and we decided to try that at least to begin with, because again, we're not engineers, we don't really know trailer stuff. Probably you guys do, but we wanted to put this on and see if this would solve our problem.
And it seemed to help a lot. We put the tires about 5 pounds under what it calls for, and we hit, what, 65? And it helped to sway quite a bit.
The way this thing is constructed, it's still going to catch the wind a little bit, but we didn't have near the fishtail that we did. With the bar, it definitely smoothed it out.
So we're going to redo this thing from the top down. The whole inside, we're going to maximize space, we're going to rearrange everything. But first things first, we've got to fix this roof. It's leaking. I didn't do a really good job of priming it. So we're going to put OSB down as our base, primed, waterproofed, and then put metal roofing over the top, and we're going to put fascia along the edges. So let's get started. First thing we got to do is take off the old roof. Luckily, I used screws on like 99% of this thing, so it wasn't that hard. Had to hit it a few times because there was a couple nails, but not too many at all. Next, we wanted to prime the OSB to give it a little bit of extra waterproofing. Then we made our measurements and did the cuts. Now when we did our cuts, we made sure to use a straight edge to get as clean a cut as we possibly could. Now it's time to install it. Everything we did on this, we used screws. Except for the fascia, we used pin nails on that. But we wanted to make sure that if we need to take it off for any reason, we can do it.
All right, guys, we got our OSB on the roof, so we're all done with that. Now we want to put fascia all the way around, just to kind of dress it up a little bit. We've got all of this material that came off of the top that is exterior siding. It's all going to be painted anyway, so we're just going to rip this into strips. Looks like we'll need about 4-inch strips to put fascia all the way around it to cover those ugly 2x4 ends.
So one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to take the trim off. In order to run this fascia all the way around, I got to take all this old picket trim off. So hopefully I don't break it because we might reuse it, but who knows.
We decided to install some flashing around the edge of the roof because we really don't want this thing to leak. And this stuff's pretty simple to install. It's a little simpler if you have a nail gun instead of a hammer and nail, but it wasn't too bad.
Okay, now we're on to the roofing. So we've got the roofing ready to go for our metal. We're gonna put a metal roof on it, and we've got to trim these things down. We've got 6-foot panels, but we got to trim a few inches off the end. So I went on YouTube, makes sense, and I found a couple videos from construction guys saying the best way or an easy way to cut this stuff, which we've done this before, but it didn't work out well because we tried to do it with a Sawzall and it was a mess. But they said if you reverse your blade, turn your blade around on your little circular saw, it cuts right through it. And we just did a test and man, it worked great. So that's what we're doing now. Hey guys, when you're working with this stuff, it's pretty dangerous. You definitely want to have gloves on, and obviously you want to have eye protection. I'm going to wear my face shield. At the very minimum, safety glasses. I like the face shield. Anyway, just want to throw that in there.
You can probably tell from the video that we are not professional roofers, but I think we did a pretty good job. We installed the metal roofing using the butyl tape for waterproofing and also with self-tapping screws that have little rubber washers to make sure that water doesn't get in there. Looking back, we should have used felt paper on the roof before we put the metal roofing down. But if there's an issue, I can always unscrew it, put the paper down, and then reinstall it.
Alright guys, so we got the roof all done. Again, we're not professionals at this. We just want to make sure it's safe and it works. So that's good enough for us. So the next thing we're going to do, we took all the trim around here and we're going to take this door off. We're going to completely redo it because when I did this, I cut it with a Sawzall and pretty much hacked the crap out of it. So we're going to redo it. We're going to make it look super nice.
All right, guys, so here's where we're at. We went ahead and took the window out just because we don't want to rebuild that and completely redo that. And we decided to go ahead and trim this thing out. While we were at the trim, we might as well do the trim on the rest of the trailer. So we got that all done.
So we used the old roof, which is still exterior paneling, and everything's going to be painted anyway, so we're cheap and we like recycling stuff. And I think it turned out really nice. I like it. I'm super happy with how it's looking so far.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a definite winner when we're going down the road. We're going to put signs all the way around. We're going to paint this whole thing, you know, top to bottom. I can't wait to get on the inside and start organizing. This thing was really designed, the way Ryan built it was kind of for a one-man deal, but now we're both going to be in it, so we've got to reorganize it and make it as efficient as possible.
Yeah, we do. But it's been fun. So the next video that comes out on this, we don't know when that'll be. We got a lot of stuff going, but we're going to try to knock it out as soon as we can. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can email me, Ryan@makeawoodsign.com.
Eric@makeawoodsign.com.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Love you guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.